Hey people, Mindred here, 53 Faction War. This is Estia Province and Orks versus Chaos. For the blue Orky team, Inakura is a Kommando Nob, an infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style begins with a twin link shooter. Alongside Dark Riku with a Warboss, a melee hero will get you objects, very good offense, disruption and support. From the front lines, Dark Riku, one of the old guard, been playing so long now, I believe he just plays Dawn of War 2 on one monitor and Hearthstone on another at the same time. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Rounded off the team here, shoulder mount with a Mekboy, teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat. Puts out some good damage with a bunch of Orky gadgets. Did not finish the cap there. Very rude from that Chaos Sorcerer. Been a while since I've seen shoulder mount playing. Red Chaos fellas, we have Deimos with a Plague Champion. Starts off with a damage of a time bolt gun. Can get melee weapons, some strong utility and support. Can also repair. Alongside Val.Hero's Chaos Lord, a durable and destructive hero, will give you objects that cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption, fighting in melee, the Black Legion elite scheme. Rounding off the teams, boyfriend of David Hasselhoff is a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control, fighting in melee. I was going to say, I'm not sure who it is, but obviously it's the boyfriend of David Hasselhoff. Why am I questioning this? Looks like they've 2v1 both sides. Orks 2v1 on the west and Chaos 2v1 on the east. Can they finish off the CSM? One more model there. Don't think so. Sluggers with burners for Dark Riku. Inakura, did they even have shooter boys up? There's a bunch of dead fellas there, but that's just the sluggers. I don't think Inakura had any shooter boys. Straight into looters. We saw this in a previous game from Inakura when they went straight into double storm boys, which was fun. Maybe they'll go straight into double looters, which would also be pretty fun. Lots of Daka. There's some Nurgle worship in base to help these guys out a bit. Healing up. Not sure how much time it actually saves you to Nurgle worship in base, but it feels good, you know? Those green hexagons, get them going. Spiky armor on the way for Riku's Warboss. Goes straight for that Chaos Lord and stomped in his face, which didn't do anything to the Chaos Lord. He was trying to hit those heretics, I think. Chaos Lord has the Combi Flamer. Gives him a pretty damn good ranged weapon to use on infantry while he's chasing it around. Heretics are going to wipe. Indeed they do. Did not have an upgrade though, so it's not the end of the world. Val.Hero's other heretics are going to be alright, as are their CSM. Val.Hero's off the field now, so Deimos needs to be very careful. Both Deimos and Shoulder Mount helping out with elite mod development these days for a while now, I think. So big thanks to those guys for helping. Plague Champion flees under some Nurgle worship though. That sweet Nurgle worship. Here comes a charging Warboss with angry bits. Oh, charged into a tank trap though, which stopped him in his tracks and just made him even angrier. Still gets the health regen and damage buff though, which lasts for how long? Don't know. 35% damage buff from that. That always seemed insanely high, and he gets the health regen. And it disrupts, and it charges. Very nice piece of kit. 498 to 434. 2-to-1 cap for the Orks. Painboy, hey, from Riku. Don't get to see this guy very often, and as soon as I say that, Shoulder Mount gets another Painboy going. It was looters into Storm Boys from Inakura, it turns out. Chaos Lord trying to go after the sluggers, but gets charged down by the Warboss. Now a bang hammer on the way. Double corn worship here, which was weird. Maybe it was a mistake. They're both on the same hotkey. Heretics, oh, they're getting a Aspiring Champion up there. The CSM seem to be shooting at different targets. I don't know how Riku managed that. He's got some hacks going on. There's that bang hammer, buffing nearby allies on hits. Does not buff the Warboss himself though, right? No. And I love that he just kicks you sometimes when he's got a hammer. Warboss used the charge to get away. See his health flying up now because of that health regen. In the northeast, Orks got their power bashed by Noise Marines, controlled by the boyfriend of David Hasselhoff. Looters into double Stormboys from Inakura, awesome. Kommando Nob is down though. Gonna get revived here by the Warboss of Dark Riku, which might... I don't think that's gonna level him, you know, actually. I'm always surprised how much they nerfed the XP from reviving. It always catches me off guard. Here's the looters with that death gun. They can suppress in that limited firing up, do huge massive damage if stuff gets close. And they can hide. Those guys can infiltrate. Hide the guns, it's called, which is fun. CSM, they don't want to take the garrison because there's burners on these sluggers and they'd have a bad time. Orks take control of the west side, but can they be bothered to actually cap it? Or are they having too much fun fighting? Stormboys jumping in just as the heretics close for combat. There's some flame, some chaos flame. Are the heretics going to get away? Maybe? Yes, I think they're alright. Pain Boy's surrounded. There's a good special though. Knock down a bunch of stuff and the Warboss comes charging in, getting huge value out of these angry bits. Being used very well so far by Dark Riku. Kicking some heretics to death. Take champion, no war gear here. Warboss does eventually leave. Chaos Lord almost level 2. Should get it in the next fight, probably. Meanwhile, looks like a Doom Bolt just went on over here. We have some Daka against the power. Shooter boys are missing models, though. They do have Nob leaders and big shooters. Doesn't want to push up the sluggers to bash with the burners because they're so low, I think. Here's CSM with Eternal War. 20% damage buff, both melee and ranged. Tier 2s all around for the Chaos fellas. There's tier 2 for Inakura. That probably means, yeah, they didn't get any war gear. Call the Boys comes in. Now has that new visual effect, which is cool. But they all retreated anyway. That Sonic Blaster doing work, eh? Shuts down ranged weapons. You see the Mekboy can't shoot now because he's getting the Sonic blasted. It's really loud and annoying for him. West side. Did they cap? Did they actually cap the Orks? Now they're capping. Stormboys flee. I don't see any Nob leaders queued up for tier 2 by Inakura. Maybe they'll go straight into a Death Dread. That'll be very fun. Double Stormboys stomping around alongside a stompy Death Dread. Rod of Warp Fire for the Chaos Sorcerer. Great tool for disruption. Warboss continues to be a menace here. Do I see any leaders queued up for any of these Orks? I don't think so. None on the sluggers. Deimos with Bloodletters on the way. Val.Hero with Bloodletters on the way. Don't think the Chaos Lord's going to make it down. Down they goes. Lots of Daka. Warboss is getting quite low. It was well judged in the end by Dark Riku. These guys had a bad time. Was that a battery pack heal we saw? It was. Doom bolts flying in again. No let up in the action. Here's some Corn Worship. And I think David Hasselhoff's boyfriend is consuming those heretics. I guess he's got to do what he got to do. Who's ever heretics they are. Icon of Tzeentch for the Curse of Tzeentch. Fun times. Also have Demon Armor. And there's a revive. And there's level 3 for Chaos Sorcerer. Chaos Lord got so close to level 3 already. Last time we saw them, they were almost level 2. West side still blue for the Orks. Nob leader up for the Stormboys. For both the Stormboys. And Orky shotgun time. The special shooter is up. Stun bomb. Nicely done. Didn't even stun themselves. Really messed up the Bloodletters. And they flee. And yeah, Plague Champion needs to flee. Oh, it does have Icon of Nurgle though. Awesome to see. The damage. That was just 2 pulses there. Icon of Nurgle is great these days. Got buffed a little while ago now, I think. It's great to see. Weird Boy up for Dark Riku. Bloodletters. More Bloodletters for the boyfriend of David Hasselhoff. Weird Boy should be very useful here. They can time those warp vomits well. What is this? It's some sneaky sluggers with Hide the Boys. Global ability of the Commando. I don't think you want to run in here though, fellas. There's a lot of stuff, especially since those heretics are going to spot ya. Just trying to stabilize a bit in the center there, the Chaos fellas. I think they were wary of being flanked by the Warboss if they pushed up there. We have a Corn Shrine, which spawns Bloodletters periodically. If you worship it, it spawns them more often. Mekboy got trounced. Chaos Sorcerer does get some good, 35 range DPS, which is pretty good. Piercing DPS, I should say. So he can stand back and use his magic hands to do work. Bloodletters. Nasty stuff. And there's Curse of Tzeentch. Make stuff explode when it dies, but none of them died there. Weird Boy with a pretty good shot. And then backs away. Meanwhile, back towards the mid, a bunch of Daka. Warboss charging on through, level 4 now. Finishes off those heretics, yep. Just hit them with the top of the hammer there, which I guess has spikes on it and stuff, so that would really hurt. And it's got awesome attack animations, the Warboss. Chaos Lord now with Lightning Claws, Mantle of Hate for Drain Life, and Icon of Khorne. Oh, might get shot to death though. Lost the indicator for the Chaos Lord. Chaos Dreadnought on the way. We see, well, we hear Noise Marines and now see Noise Marines bashing power. Little burst of cacophony to help escape. What was that? What just exploded there? Or was that maybe that was a Weird Boy shot. It looked like a mine exploding. Do you have mines? No, the Mekboy doesn't have mines. Warboss and Mekboy meeting while they cap that wreck point there. I'm sure it was very intelligent and complex. Grappling hook into a kaboom from the Commando. Didn't quite work out how they wanted, but I appreciate the orkiness of it. And they run. Sorcerer level 4 now also runs. Orks on the power. Here comes Bloodletters. Warp Vomit on them, maybe. There it is. That was Riku's Warp Vomit. They can chain them together, perhaps, because there's another Weird Boy here. Thanks to shoulder mount. Chain them together and stun stuff for ages. It's like a 7 or 8 second stun, I think. It's really good. There's the other Warp Vomit. Stunning the Chaos Lord. They didn't get the Bloodletters though. He didn't get them. They had some Khorne worship support as well, so they're okay. 498 to 235. Orks have lost barely any VPs. They might start now though. About to get a 2-to-1 cap is Chaos. Chaos Dreadnought. Helping to deal with Inakura's orkiness. Well, we do have a beamy death gun now though. And these guys do have heavy melee weapons on their Nob leaders. Commando, of course, can get the awesome rocket launcher himself in Tier 3. Speaking of Tier 3s, we've got some. Riku, shoulder mount, and boyfriend of David Hasselhoff getting them. Looks like shoulder mount's going to get there first. Riku has a fair chunk of resources going into Tier 3 as well. Painboy helping to alleviate some bleed, maybe. There's Curse of Tzeentch again. And Inakura didn't want any part of the Curse of Tzeentch, so ran off with everything. Bloodletter's in there. Oh, they're trying to assassinate the Painboy. There's Drain Life, but they got Weird Boy shotted and then Warp Vomited, so the Painboy lives. Here comes the Chaos Lord, though. And he's not happy that they thwarted his plans of killing the Painboy. Sluggers with a weird spread out retreat there. Chaos Lord murdering Orks. Never been entirely convinced by the Icon of Khorne. I think you're much more durable getting the Harness of Rage and the Dark Halo up. Way more durable. I feel like it should do something else, this icon. Just a 2% heal on hit. Especially since the other versions of it, like the Sanguine Chainsword, which gives heal on hit, and the Unending Purge, they both heal you on ranged attack, right? And I don't think the Icon of Khorne does, especially since you want to pair it with, every melee attack. You want to pair it with the Lightning Claws since they're fast. Also, the Lictor Alpha, that effect comes with an awesome power weapon. See, I always think that accessory is a little bit weak. Maybe just like give him a little bit of health regen as well, or a little bump in health, maybe. Should also give health regen on hits, maybe that'll be fun. 445 to 235 on the VPs. A 1-to-1 cap. We've got a bunch of bloodletters here. 2 squads from Val.Hero. Oh, these guys are phasing out. What are you doing? Just wasted some energy there. That must have been a misclick. Maybe they were trying to worship or something with the heretics. Looted tank is in for Dark Riku. Has reinforced plating. It's a good map for tanks. Some decent open areas, especially on the contested victory point. Trying to flank here is Val.Hero. Bloodletters teleporting in amongst the Orks. Big fight brewing. And there's Bloodlust popped by Val.Hero. Global ability of the Chaos Lord. Damage buffs on hits, and you get more of a buff if it's a melee hit. Yeah, Inokura recognized the Bloodlust and got the hell out of there. Mark of Khorne CSM as well. Val.Hero going all in on the Khorne stuff. I love it. Plague Champion now with a Plague Fist. 440 to 235 on the VPs. Tank getting some basically free shots in as it retreats. It doesn't want to stop moving though. West side is red for chaos. They're getting those VPs down. Southeast, another looted tank for shoulder mount. Does not have the reinforced plating though, so can't do the big boom gun thing. Mekboy teleports in to tie up the Noise Marines with those orky left hooks. A decent Weird Boy shot there. Sorcerer on the cusp of level 5. Brain Life sends the Pain Boy packing. Has that strong Gagit source. Tank is kind of far forward here, but they seem confident that they're not really threatened by all these bloodletters and stuff. A huge amount anyway. On the west side, Chaos pushing through and now retreating off. Uh-oh. Kaboom on retreat path, beautifully timed by Inokura. Big hits. Trying to finish off those heretics with a shotgun, but I don't think it's going to work. Maybe if they had their knife, they could have done it. Do you get bonus melee damage when you use Assassinate from the Kommando? I wonder. Does it count as a melee attack? I assume so. I assume it does melee damage. Chaos Lord, level 3, loses some of their bloodletters though. Or one squad of their bloodletters, whatever you'd call them. I guess you wouldn't call them a squad, really. A group of bloodletters is gone. Commando, level 5. What was that? Were they trying to kaboom again? Oh, they kaboomed these guys with a special shooter and the high explosive shells. That was fun. And they are just grappling hook all over the place. 382 to 230. And a battle wagon on the way for Inokura. Chaos Predator coming. Great Unclean One on the way. There's tier 3 for Val.Hero as well. Plague Champion. Oh, knocked over. They don't have Armor of Pestilence. Might see them get it to help them cap. Storm Boys going for the double jump to trying to finish off the Plague Champion here. And they get it. And Icon of Noble does stop functioning once the Plague Champion is down. Some Bomber Boys jumping in as well. Warboss has now got a Power Claw. 95 heavy melee DPS. Can slice through that tank. Does not have a mark yet. Battle wagon almost up. Riku has some Gretchens. Repair crew Gretchens. Little fellas there. With spanners. Do they have a melee attack with those spanners? That would be amazing. Here's a great unclean one. It's pretty great. Super unit for chaos. Passively damages nearby enemies. Nasty abilities. And big old melee attacks. On the west side though, Orks keeping the pressure up here. That was a destructive strike from the Chaos Lord. Going straight after that Warboss, this guy. Level 6 Warboss though. Here's the battle wagon. It's got 3 units inside. You can tell by those light bars. Having units inside allows it to move faster and fire all the shooters on top of it. 382 to 164. Seems like Shoulder Mount having some issues with their voice chat. Hopefully they can stay focused. Khorne worshipping heretics wiped out. Big old death roller. Oh, they went into a pillar there, I think. Battle wagon causing mayhem, as it should. Doing some good work with it. You want to keep them mobile, I think, the battle wagon. It should be like trundling along all the time somewhere. Takes out the tank. Battle wagon doing huge amounts of work. You might do it, yeah, big zap gun shot and a rocks. That is nasty. The zap gun sets up the rocks with the disruption. Very, very nasty. Poor Deimos. I'm not sure if they lost a squad there, but they certainly lost a bunch of models. Battle wagon turns around really fast there. That was quite a violent turn. Now running over some CSM. Doing tons of damage. Awesome battle wagon usage so far from Inakura. They have their own Gretchens. I guess they're inside of it. Probably repair crew to support. Oh no, Riku lost their repair crew. They do have a Nob squad though. Plague Marines on the way for boyfriend of Daysbeard, Hasselhoff. Nob squad get their U-jammers. They already have Mina and Greener and the Nob leader as well. There's an Imperial Abyss from Deimos. Decent hits. Decent hits. Warboss gets drawn into that central mass of death as well. And is it going to wipe the shooter boys? Almost wipe the shooter boys. But I think they got away okay. The Orks there. It's a very quick retreat from Shoulder Mount. Battle wagon continues to cause absolute mayhem. Got some Chaos Terminators up. We might see them get the claws to fight the Nobs. Big kaboom. And yes, even Terminators get thrown asunder by that thing. Has insane knockback strength. I think I remember seeing it knock back a Dreadnought and stuff, that kaboom. I'm not sure if that was fixed. 382 to 109. Chaos Lord trying to go after... Yeah, straight after the Warboss again. He likes to go after the Warboss, this guy. And goes down. And what do you guys think about the icon of Khorne these days? I know it was buffed up to 2% from 1.5. It still feels kind of lackluster. Great unclean one with the big old Nurgle Vomit. Good hits. Bloodletters in there. We've seen Bloodletters do very, very good job against Nob squads. Oh, they did not get claws though. Val.Hero goes for the autocannon. More generalist solution. Good damage to all targets on that autocannon. Will help take the vehicles down as well. Chaos Predator for Deimos, another one, doesn't have a mark yet. Here's those Gretchens. Oh, they're getting repair crew. They didn't actually have it. 15 power to get that? That seems pretty expensive. They can repair without it, but they just repair slower. You're spending 15 power to get a faster repair? That seems like a lot, to be honest. I mean, you could just buy some sluggers, couldn't you? guess they take up more pop. 358 to 109. Kommando Nob, level 7. Fleeing the battle for now. Pestilent Strike, Plague Champion. Did they cap it? It was already capped, I think. It just Pestilent Striked and ran away. 345 to 109. Big VP lead for the Orks. More Nob squad. Shoulder mount this time. Mina and Green are on the way. Got some Mark of Zinc CSM. Good damage to the Nobs because they're heavy infantry. And a Great Unclean One will have a grand old time fighting them. Bloodletters as well there. There's a foul snare. Forces the retreat. Don't think they can kill that model though. Orks doubling up on the west side. Riku is here, ready to push. Here comes Inakura's double Storm Boys and that Commando. And oh, the battle wagon is still being repaired. I wonder if they're going to wait for it. Make shrines for heal, says Val.Hero. They are talking to Deimos, and they're referring to Nurgle shrines. Val.Hero gets some Khorne shrines up. Oh, there's a Nurgle one there on the way. Big fight on the west side. Storm Boys jumping right into the back lines. I don't think they finished the shrine there. Other shrine goes down. Blastmaster getting some good hits though, eh? Here comes the Warboss with the Nobs alongside them. Chaos Lord is there though. They're on the tank. Tank is not going to last long. Yeah, with the Power Claw Warboss and Nobs on it. They've got Ard Boys up now as well. Imperial Abyss from David Hasselhoff's boyfriend there. Pretty damn good one actually. It might kill that Weird Boy if they're lucky. If it drags him in again, I drag something else. It dragged the Shooter Boys in instead. Nob squad soaking up outrageous amounts of damage, but they are persuaded to leave. Both of them left, actually. Oh, and that's one squad, dumbass. That's one squad of Nobs. Shoulder mounts are still around. Warboss got level 8 there, now has heavy armor. And runs off. Create space for the cap. There it is. Awesome push from the Orks. Commando's up now for Dark Riku. Deimos with another... Is this another tank? Yeah, another tank going for Mark of Nurgle now. To help against that nasty, nasty melee. Why did they not... Surprising they didn't just go for some Lightning Claw Terminators and stuff. More tanks for Val.Hero and David Hasselhoff, boyfriend of. There's a kaboom. And here comes a battle wagon from the flank. Looters with a beamy death gun as well. Getting shots on the chaos spread. They're not going to be able to stay there very long though. They got taken out, I think they wiped. Yeah, those were Inakura's looters. Orks keeping the pressure up though. Death roll of time. What did that Nob squad get stunned by there? Oh, Pestilent Strike maybe. Yeah, I think it was a Pestilent Strike. Bomber Boys. Did they just run in Bomber Boys and leave? I think they did. 305 to 62. Chaos trying to push through the mid now. Warboss says no at the moment. But there's a Great Unclean One here. Who still has over 4,000 hit points. But now they're really far forward. Basically committed here. I guess boyfriend of David Hasselhoff could retreat and warp it out. But they are subjugating Shooter Boys at the moment. A little bit strange they didn't subjugate the Nob squad. Maybe they couldn't see them. Or maybe they misclicked. Maybe they were right next to each other. Demonic Shield goes up. Chaos Sorcerer has retreated, so keep an eye out for the warp if this guy gets in trouble. Foul Snare. Got the Warboss with it. We'll try and do some fighting here and then probably will be warped out. Oh, gets rid of the Nob squad. Killed one as well. Now smacking the Warboss down. Does around 200 damage per swing, I think, the Great Unclean One. Seemed to do only 100 damage on that swing there. Oh, is that could have Ard Boys? It shouldn't have halved the damage though. I think it's 200 damage. It's 200 or 180 or something. Definitely shouldn't be 100 damage per swing. Over on the west side, Terminators be capping 305 to 20. Grabbed it. There's a 2-to-1. Kommando Nob is down. A bunch of Gretchens now for Inokura. More shrines going up from Val.Hero. Yeah, you want them behind your army if possible so they don't get hit immediately. Val.Hero wants another Nurgle shrine up. They need 15 power for it though. Money, says Deimos. Might put it behind this. There we go. The line of sight blocker type thing. 278 to 20. This is a Nurgle tank. Khorne worship, but they are not worshipping the shrine. They're just worshipping in general to help out the actual permanent bloodletters and stuff. And these guys, yeah, they will last longer when they're being worshipped because their energy stays a bit higher. Level 6 Sorcerer. Bloodletters, that was weird. We didn't see the teleport effect. Power Armored Elbows in retreat there. They completely bashed and decapped that power. Big fight on the west side. Rocks going in. Is that double rocks? I think that's a double rocks back there. And I think there was a Nurgle shrine there. Was he instantly taken out by the double rocks? Absolute mayhem. Zoom in a bit to the mayhem. Drain life on the Warboss there, I'm seeing. Lots and lots of screen shake. Chaos Preds. Are they going to survive? There's a lot of them now. All survived so far. They're doing some good work. Doing some really good work. Down goes one as soon as I say that. The Warboss, I think, is going to be taken out. Yep, Warboss goes down. But those Nobs are still chasing. They really needed Lightning Claw Terminators, surely. Can't just let the Nobs run through like this. Or maybe Chains of Torment up. Do they have it? No, they have Demon Armor. Nuke on the VP. This guy's going to turn into a Bloodletter. That wiped the squad, I think. Some stuff died on that nuke. 189 to 20. I have no idea what just transpired. But a bunch of stuff died. And Chaos have a single. And a Nob squad just got wiped. Was it? Was there another Nob squad somewhere? It must have been, right? That wasn't just a weird trapped Nob model. Did Riku have two Nobs? I'm not sure. Confused. Definitely a Nob squad model died there. Maybe it might have been a separate model. They might have subjugated them and got them all in a weird spot. Don't know how we held there, says Val.Hero. What do they have on these tanks? Mark of Khorne on Val.Hero's one. Nothing on the other. Inokura ripping through some Bloodletters. Are they going to get away? They do not get away. Those guys wipe. Another tank from Deimos. They really like these tanks, I guess. It might be worth throwing a turret up over there. Try and force the Nobs to use their frenzy early. Subjugated Storm Boys almost took out that weird boy there. They do get a, I believe it's a 25% damage bonus while they are subjugated, and they're immune to damage. Jumping out there. Can they get the Weird Boy? Maybe that's why they're not getting Terminators up. Because they know there's Weird Boys about. Well, there's only one left now. No, there isn't. There's two. There's still two. Riku still has the level 4 one. And Warp Vomit's really bad news for Terminators. I mean, they're holding. They are holding. Chaos Dreadnought on the way now for the Sorcerer. Maybe with the Mark of Khorne to fight these Nobs. Would be awesome to see. Is there another Nurgle Shrine up? I don't think there is. Right now, Great Unclean One's still stomping around though, which is great to see. And he'll help against the Nob squad. Has the Vomit and the Cloud of Flies to knock them around. There's a Rocks. They really don't like these shrines, eh? Down goes the shrine. I think there were 2 shrines there, wasn't there? Orks pile their way through. Nob squad almost goes down there. Or there might have been a big mistake from Val.Hero. Maybe they could have finished it with the claws. Bloodletters are trying to do so, and they just got their Nob leader up. And it looked like they got healed as well. I think the Mekboy battery packed them as well. Quick thinking. Kommando Nob goes down. I think they just kaboomed. Warboss goes down again as well. Yep. Orks not having their own way with these pushes anymore. The sheer amount of tanks is actually doing work here. Most of them don't even have marks, but I mean, there's still a tank. Still a tank with an autocannon and heavy bolters on the sponsons. And, well played, the Sorcerer, level 9 now, gets a decap on the VP. Still have that demon armor. I feel like there's more they could do against the Nobs, but maybe just massive amounts of tank firepower is enough. They can't attack them all. Plague Champion level 10 does not have an armor upgrade though, which makes you sad. Get fetid armor up, I say. Suppress those Nobs. Fetid armor's awesome. 114 to 14, 100 VPs in it then. 2 to 1 for Chaos though. Orks are now pushing the mid. We do indeed have a Mark of Khorne Dreadnought. Taking tank shots though. Needs to back off. Another Chaos Predator for Deimos. There's the Dreadnought going in, taking some damage. Blood Rage is active. Nobs pop Frenzy. Blood Rage means you can't control the Dreadnought anymore, but it does extra damage and has extra damage resistance and moves faster, but down it goes. I don't think Hasselhoff tried to save it there. They are subjugating a Nob squad though. Killing other Nob squad with them. Uh oh. Bad time for the Chaos Space Marines. Got boom gunned on their arse, and now there's a Nob squad on top of them. Shooter boys bashing power. 89 to 8, 2 to 1 for the Orks. Now they have the west side. There's a Rocks. That is Touch of Nurgle, I think, in there. 1 to 1 cat. What is it on exactly? Is it on the Terminators? Are the Terminators in there? They are. Yes, Touch of Nurgle is on those Terminators. You can put... Oh, the game is finished. I was just about to say, you can put Touch of Nurgle on allied Chaos units, I believe. But not other units. Yeah, he says shoulder mount. Well, they got it. Inakura with a level 10 Commando. Level 10 Warboss. Level 6 Mech here, just leveled at the end it looks like. Level 10 Plague Champion. So you're just trying to get back up there. Level 7 Chaos Lord and a level 9 Chaos Sorcerer. There you have it, guys. It was an awesome game. Tons and tons of tanks. And some awesome orky plays and chaotic deviants. Thank you all for watching. No idea who sent this game in or if it was organized as a faction war, if it just happened to fall that way. But it was an awesome one. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.